Let's do some acorn squash. Hello everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. We're going to do acorn squash today. First thing I'm going to do is take the label off. Don't really need to cook that. These are definitely hard on the outside. So the way I cook these is, first thing I do is take my knife and get my hands out of the way and work it through. You'll notice I've got the sharp end, the sharp side of the blade away from me. Is it through yet? Not quite. There we go. And then work it down like that till it breaks. And then I stick it in and push it all the way down the other way. And it'll just pop apart once you get it cut right. Ooh, nice orange color. Okay, that's done. I'm going to take the little knobby off. And now to scrape out the inside, I need a bigger spoon. I used somebody one time that cut these in half with a hacksaw. If you're going to try that method, make sure that you clean the hacksaw blade very well. It is not something I recommend. Okay, put that out of the way. Now that I've got that cut, when my wife does these, she sets them like this in the pan. And it takes a long time for them to cook. I do it a different way. Set those aside. I'll take some butter. Imagine you could use olive oil for this as well. Although I think butter enhances the flavor more than olive oil. You can use an aluminum pan to bake them in, or a non-stick pan. And I'll turn these upside down. So what'll happen as they cook, the heavy outer skin will keep all the moisture in, so they'll cook in about 45-55 minutes depending on your oven and where you're at and in the preheat. So we'll just pop these back. We'll just pop these in the oven. And let them do their thing while I make the rest of dinner. But first I want to make the fun stuff. I'm going to take some butter. And some brown sugar. A little bit more, I think. And this will be sort of a filling for the squash once it's done cooking. I think a little bit more butter. And what I'll do is I'll just mix this together. It looks like it's fairly well mixed. So I'll just take and set that aside for now. Pick up the little pieces. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes, I think, on the squash. So let's take a look and see how that's doing. Ooh, looking good. So you want the squash, nice and soft like that. You can see my finger just being able to dent the shell. So we're going to call that done. And I'm going to take this out and set it over here to cool while I work on the rest of dinner. Okay, so let's finish up with the squash. I'll show you how I put the filling in it. So I've got the squash. Take them out. Oh, they look good. You can see they're nice and soft all the way through. That's what I like about cooking them this way. If you cook them open face, they'll get a hard crust on the outside and the inside, which I don't really like. So now we'll take about half of this. Plop it in there. Take the other half. And put it in there. That can go there, that can go there, and now I need a fork. And I'll take the butter and brown sugar mixture and just sort of mix it into the top layer of the squash. Like that. Just like that. The acorn squash is looking really good and tasty. That's one of them, and that's the other one. You can see that the butter and brown sugar has melted into the squash. I'm looking forward to eating them. Okay, so that's how I do butternut squash, or rather acorn squash. Get the right vegetable here. I hope you found it interesting. Leave me some comments below if you liked it, or if you've got a different way of doing your squash. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.